Today we are doing the front rotors, and while I'm at it, I'm going to do the brake pads as well on the 2007 Toyota Solara SLE Special Limited Edition with a 3.3 liter V6. But you may say, why are you changing the rotor? Well, a few days ago the wife told me, honey, I'm getting off the freeway, and as I'm stepping on the brakes, the steering wheel starts shaking. We all know if you're a mechanic, and if you don't know, I'm going to tell you right now, when that happens, it's because 99% of the times, because the rotors are warped. They thinned over the years because using the brake pads on it, and they start warping. So then when you step on the brakes, then the steering wheel starts shaking. So that is why the rotors, and while I'm at it, the front brake pads are getting replaced. And I'm also going to give you some tips on how to get rotors and brake pads for free for the lifetime of the car. So stick around, and I'm going to show you how to do that as well. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, obviously, is jack up the car. Be safe, guys, as always. Put some jack stands under the car. You're going to remove the front wheels and make it so that the front wheel or steering wheel is not locked, so you can easily rotate your rotor. All right, so first thing we're going to do, obviously, is remove these 14mm bolts. Ooh. This is what keeps the floating caliper in place. But before we take this off all the way, what we're going to do is actually pry open this caliper, because being that we're replacing both the rotors and the brake pads, don't be afraid to damage your brake pads, if you will, because they're going to get replaced anyway. So you also definitely want to pay attention to the clips that are in the, there it is. Get in there. And close the piston of the, okay, we should be good now. We could remove these bolts, like I said, 14mm. What you'll want to do is, once you get the caliper removed, just hang it so that you're not putting any stress on the actual hydraulic line of the caliper. So get yourself a coat hanger. And we're going to hang it off the spring of the strut. This should come right off like so. Here it is. Trying to get it out of the way so that, because we're gonna be removing these bolts down here as well that hold this on the inside. This for the outside. Okay. You know, I always advocate for an impact because, well, I'll tell you, it makes life a lot easier. If you don't have an impact, have Santa bring you one, because I'll tell you, they sure come in handy. Now, this particular bolt is 17mm. I could take the bottom one off with the 17mm, but I can't on the top one because I believe something is in the way. Yeah. Well, maybe not. There we go. The caliper was in the way that we could remove anyway. Okay. We got this off as well, guys. And that's it. That's how simple it is to replace the rotor. Take the old rotor out, put the new rotor in. Now, I mentioned at the beginning of this video that there's a way to get this job done free, if you will, when it comes to parts. That's because if you go to AutoZone and you order your Duralast rotors, you have your standard Duralast rotor, And then you have your gold Duralast rotor, and that has a 3-year warranty, unlike your standard one, which is only 1 year. And the thing about that, no questions asked. You just tell them, hey, look, you buy they'll tell you, when you buy the rotor, hey, look, I'm replacing the rotors, and they're lifetime warranty. But the catch is that you have to remind them that they're lifetime warranty. Otherwise, they kind of like they ignore you or something. I don't know what the deal is. So yeah, so we got this in. Okay, let me find out what the torque on these are, and I'll get back to you. As always, guys, get yourself one of these. All the torque specs are inside. I neglected to mention what the price is. 2025 prices. The rotors for the Toyota Solara 3.3 V6 2007. For the Duralast Gold, they're $97.99. 2025 prices plus taxes, you figure $100 a piece. But if you go to AutoZone every 3 years or before the 3 years is up, just tell them, hey, look, I need new rotors. And by the way, the ones I have installed are on a lifetime warranty. Make sure that they have you on their computer. So you'll have to start an account, and they'll take your name and phone number, and that's all you need to give them. And they'll have all the parts that are warranted on their database. So when you tell them that's your brake rotors or pads, the pads are lifetime warranty. And I got the Duralast Gold. These guys are lifetime warranty pads. When their brake pads are due, just tell them, hey, I need new brake pads, and they'll give them to you. All right, so the torque on these bolts is, for the calipers, 25. For the caliper torque plate bolts, these ones here are 79 foot-pounds. Let me get my torque wrench, and we'll handle that. Okay, these two bolts here are 79 foot-pounds. The manual calls that the caliper torque plate bolts. These are 17 millimeter, 79 foot-pounds. Let's do it. There it is, 1. And 2, that is done. Now you'll notice that on the old brake pad that there is these springs right here. You see, you're gonna have to replace those and put them on the new caliper. So just pop it out and put it on the new one. Just like that. See it? You have it on the new ones. Now you can put the brake pads in. Same thing for the outboard brake. You just pop it out. That's it. Where brake pads are in, we can now put the caliper back on. So now that we have the caliper back in place, we could put these 2 bolts back on. And the torque for these is front caliper 25 foot-pounds. I just got to find the hole. Bear with me. There it is. So we put these in. The job is pretty quick, guys. Just make sure, pay attention to the small details like the clips that are on the old brake pads, and you make sure you put them on the new ones. Now, other than that, that's about it. That's all you really got to pay attention to. Okay, we said 25 foot-pounds for these 2 bolts right here that hold the caliper on the plate. As always, guys, make sure that your stuff is calibrated. There it is, 1. And 2. Make sure you have plenty of space inside of your master cylinder for the oil. Keep that in mind. And that is it, folks. Take a look. You know, I got so caught up in making this video and showing you how fast the job goes that I forgot. I didn't forget. I neglected to pay attention to the details. In the box of the brake pads, it came with new clips, as you can see, and so that it have the clips for the actual brake pads. So pay attention to that. Don't do what I did. That's why I'm actually redoing a job right now. Also, another mistake I made is I thought I had set the torque wrench to 79 foot-pounds. It was actually 89 foot-pounds, so pay attention to that detail as well. Reason why this piece is coming off as well, or actually just loosened up and torquing it to the proper spec. The coating will come off with the brake pads as soon as you start stepping on it. Be sure that when you step on the brakes a few times before you get going. And yeah, remember to subscribe to the channel, guys, for more videos like this. It'll definitely help me, and it'll help me help you. What we did on the right side, be sure to do it on the left side, and that is it. When you put the wheel back on, I believe the torque for it is 78 foot-pounds. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. It's 76 foot-pounds, guys, for the lug nuts. Hope this video was of help, guys. See you at the next one. Take care.